the I.S.U.P.K. Atlanta Sabbath class. I'm precinct officer 1000 Yahanna, along with precinct officer 500 Cos. Alright, that Imagine.
Y'all both do verse.
State your registry.
The Pashkaya Ban Yahweh Ban Yashal.
The Pakaya, by Yahweh, by Yahweh.
Yahweh Shem Yashal Baratham.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
Blow it again.
Lawyer Shalom.
The part how we done.
This is a little prayer in the Hebrew. Abanao. Shbbat Shemayim. Kodash. Ayah. Shimka. Yahweh. Lahuka. Taba'ah. Watzak. Ayah. Aisha. Baharatazah. Kawak. Ayah. Shemayim. Tananao. Akam. Call. Awam. Wasalakina. Kawakina. Kasalakina. Kawakina. Wala'ah. Taba'ah. Banasai Wam. Abo. Awashai now. Mayam. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wala'ala. Watapara. Ba'ala. Aman.
Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debt. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
This is Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Tananao. Hakak. Rapa'ah. Kamalakah. Wakal Barwa. Hakak. Atahar. Hamatazirayim. Hakam. Lahakmiyam. Hamatiyam. Hakak. Arakawak. Hataba'ala. Agarashan. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Tawak. Amen.
Pray for the power in English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanyu. Aharayim. Mayam. Yaba'ah. Azari. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Ashab. Shemayim. Waratazah. Arathan. Namawak. Gal. Ayanawam. Shmarka. Ana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Aishan. Shamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Zalka. Al-Yad. Yayanka. Yaramam.
not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasharala
he that keepeth Yasharala
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Thou art thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Thou art thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahanna shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
This time forward
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. This is Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K.
Alright.
Al-Yahanna.
Al-Yahanna.
Al-Takarat.
Al-Takarat.
Wa-Takarat.
Al-Takarat.
Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Al-Yahanna.
Al-Yahanna.
Yahanna. Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
El-Aimaka. Ya'ari Yawan.
Yawan.
Sawadat.
Sawadat.
Wayat.
Wayat.
Yastawa.
Yastawa.
Al-Tazwanika.
Al-Tazwanika.
Amawak.
Amawak.
Lakawak.
Lakawak.
Wanakakiru.
Wakaki.
Magawayu.
Magawayu.
Wala Zakar.
Wala Zakar.
Slaki. Wala
Wala
Yazakar.
Yasakar.
Shem Yashal.
Shem Yashal.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Lawatazawa.
Yatazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Elite. Slaki. Alyaka.
Ayak.
Babawa.
Baba.
Bagariyan.
Gariyan.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wamawam.
Amawam.
Wamalak.
Wamalak.
Falashak.
Falashak.
Anyashabi.
Anyashabi.
Tazawa.
Tazawa.
Gam Yashal.
Gam Yashal.
Lalawa.
Lalawa.
Amam.
Amam.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Zawak.
Ayawa.
Labayalawa.
Labayalawa.
Selah.
Selah.
Ashlaham.
Ashlaham.
Kamadi.
Kamadi.
Asasara.
Asasara.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Dama.
Dama.
Ladama. Ladama.
Ladama.
Seytamu.
Seytam.
Nada.
Nada.
Yama. Yamawa.
Yamawa.
Kara.
Kara.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Yamawa.
Yamawa.
Nayasha.
Nayasha.
Malawa.
Malawa.
Ah.
Ah.
Ayawa.
Ayawa.
Alahayu.
Alahayu.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Seytamu.
Seytamu.
Gadu.
Gadu.
Kwash.
Kwash.
Apanyalawa.
Apanyalawa.
Derdak.
Derdak.
Slakia. Kaash.
Kaash.
Tabaya Iron.
Tabaya.
Wakalaba.
Wakalaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Hiram.
Hiram.
Khan.
Khan.
Derdak.
Derdak.
Masarika.
Masarika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wabka.
Tabak.
Tabalaham.
Tabalaham.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Palawan.
Palawan.
Wayakubashwa.
Wayakubashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Ishagwa.
Ishagwa.
Slakia. Yabashawa.
Yabashawa.
Waya.
Waya.
Pahalawa.
Pahalawa.
Adai.
Adai.
Waya.
Waya.
Kaparwa.
Kaparwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Abadwa.
Abadwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Da'alwa.
Da'alwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Afka.
Afka.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Abadika.
Abadika.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Alkaha. Arakza.
Psalm 33 in English. Keep not thy silence on your house.
Keep not thy silence on your house.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
On your house.
On your house.
For lo.
For lo.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
And lifted up their head.
And lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted.
And consulted.
Against thy hidden ones.
Against thy hidden one.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
In the name of Israel.
In the name of Israel.
May be no more remembrance.
May no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against
They are
thee.
confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
And the Israelites.
Of Moab.
And Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And Hagarenes.
Gabal.
Gabal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
Was the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also was joined with them.
Ashur also was joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do it to them.
Do it to them.
As to the Midianites.
As to the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which bears it indoors.
Which bears it indoors.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a rat.
Make their nobles like a rat. Like Zaid.
Yea.
Yea.
Or the princes as a bot.
Of the princes of Shbbat.
And as a moon.
And as the moon.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The house of Yahweh in possession.
The house of Yahweh is a possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make
persecute them.
So persecute them.
Without tempest.
Without tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
Without storm.
Without storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble forever.
In trouble forever.
Yeah.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
Perish.
Perish.
That men.
That men.
May know that thou.
That may that thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Or so. Huh? You shot me. You be seated.
We stopped there last week.
Number 14 and 23. The book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 23 in Hebrew. Adam, wa ra, awa, ah, aratada, ashar, but the shah, the shah, but I the one, the but dumb, cow, but nigh, shataza, ya, la, ra, I, ra, verse 24. Well, I, by ya, kalab, I quab, Yaha, Dawa, Daha, Ra, Raisa, Afka, Ra, I Marwa, Waya, my Laka, Akadia, Akad, Raya, Rahai, Baya, I, Da, Yawa, Al, Ha, Arataza, Ashar, Buff, Shah, Shamar, Wazai, Ra'aiwa, Ya, Wad, Rush, Benha. Verse 25. Why high I mar la quapia, Wahai, cow, not, oh, cow, na I, na ya, wa sha, but I, makwa, makar, Tanawa, wasai, Iowa, Lakam, how mar, Dabar, run. Okay. Yum, side, walk, pop. Verse 26. Waya, Dabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Ra, Al, Haharon, the Mar, verse 27. Aid, Matawa, the Aid, da. Ra, Aidha, Azad, Af, Ashar, Hai, Mahai, Hamas, Malar, Malar, Ya, Nan Yum, Al Ya, Adon, Dala, Na, Roth, Bunyan, Ya,
Where you at?
verse 27, right where I'm about to say Yashar, Ashar, Hama, Malah, Yananyam,
Layina.
Belayan, Nam, Yum, Ow, Ya, Shah, my, I thought, yeah, verse 28,
And where you started from?
23,
Who was that?
23,
You in the 30.
verse 28, Amar, I, Laham, Kaya, Anunya, Na, Athon, Yahweh, Athon, La, Ka'aish, Shar, Dabar, Thum, By, Zai, Naya, Khan, Shot, Lakam, verse 29, by Mar, Dabar, Hazai, Ya, Pai, the Wa, by Gal, Raya, Kam, Rakal, Pakwa, Daya, Kam, Lakal, my Tai, Parak, Kam, Marban, Aishar, Rayom, Shanan, Shanai, why Mar al Laha Ashar, Harlaya, Nadam, Alia, that's verse 30, Adam, okay, no. Adam, Da'am,
No, Atham.
Adam, okay.
Go ahead.
Dabar, Aroth,
Double out.
Dabar,
What?
well, okay. Al, Hi, Arataza, Ashar, Bashai, Asya, Adam, I'll just fuck it. Off. Fuck it off. Off. Yai. Dayai. Lashai. Come. Lashakam. I thought come. At the cow
No, Afghan.
of come. Ba'a. Kaya.
No, not Ba.
Ba.
Yeah.
Kaya, Ka, La, Bun, Ya, Pai, Na, Ya, Naha,
Yapana.
Na, Pana. Okay. Y, Yai,
You should know this one.
okay. Okay. Y, Yai, Hi,
What's Joshua's name in Hebrew?
Okay. White.
Yahushua.
Oh. Okay.
Why Yahushua?
Okay, I see it now. Yahweh. Shalom. Bun. Now run.
Give him a hand. Take over. I got to take a phone call.
The book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 23. Surely shall thou see the land which I swear unto their fathers, neither shall any of them provoke me see it.
That's the Most High saying that, you shall not see the land because of Alright. Surely they shall not see the land which I promised their fathers. They're saying that those people, because they provoked me, right? Like if everybody know, like when we came out of Egypt, right? There was only 2 people that see the land of Egypt, right? I'm sorry, the land who was in there at the land of we was in Egypt, and then the ones that seen the promised land, right? That was Joshua and Caleb, right? So he said because all the rest of Israel, he let them all die off, so that so only those 2 can see Israel. Can see the promised land, right? Keep going.
Let's lock you. Verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and hath followed me fully, him I will bring unto the land whereinto he went, and his seed shall possess it.
So that's telling you there that his servant, because he had another spirit. You see, everybody else, they had the spirit of Christmas, Thanksgiving, right? They had the spirit, they wanted to stay with the Egyptians. They had the Egyptian spirit with them. But he said Caleb had a different spirit. He wanted to serve the Most High with everything he had, right? He wanted to follow his law. He didn't want to, what was they doing? They had the golden calf. Man, just imagine this. Like, that's how you know it's black people, right? You see all the amazing things. God just got you out of a place so you can have your own, right? Have your own land, your own, hell, you might even better have some slaves, right? He getting you out so you can have your own land, and what do they want to do? Go back into captivity. It's the same way we do here. Black people, they'd rather go back into captivity than actually have their own. I mean, one time I heard when I was at at a slavery before, right? And I'm talking to people like, hey man, let's do something together. It's before I came into the truth, right? Let's work on doing something together, make something together. And this dude said, I used to drive for this company named Prime, right? And he said, what did he say? I'm gonna go follow the white man right to where he go. I'm following right behind him. And it's right when he get his, I'm gonna get mine too. I'm like, what kind of, and that's when I was in the world. I'm like, what kind of slave mentality is that? And only black people have that issue. No other place has that. That's how you know it came talking about the fake Jew. The fake Jew, they own everything. They own all of the media. They own the Diamond District. They own land, houses.
And that's a lot. It's deeper than that. Now, I mean, black people don't want to take responsibility of the gift that God gave them. They don't want to be the role models of the earth. They don't want to be perfect. They want to be like everybody else. That's the problem. Now, I mean, you see, they say it all the time. Oh, that law's done away with. Ain't nobody perfect, but the Lord requires us to be perfect. He ain't require nobody else to be perfect, and we don't want that responsibility. Right. Know what I mean, we want to be like everybody else, and that's what these Negroes are doing in the wilderness. They ain't want to be perfect. They ain't want to be the people that the Lord told them they should be. Know what I mean, and it's still going on today. They don't want to be perfect. They don't want to be the Israelite. They want to be African American. They want to be Hispanic. They want to be Christian and Muslim. They want to be anything else but an Israelite, because being an Israelite comes with responsibility. You know what I mean? And that's a responsibility they don't want. I mean, they want to smoke weed with the white man. They want to be a homosexual. That's why the Lord punishing us, man. Because the Lord ain't with that. The Lord going to deal with his children, man. You ain't going to be a homosexual. What good father want his child to be a homosexual? You know what I mean? Or smoke weed. Any parent don't want to any parent not gonna sit back and watch his child kill themselves, man. And that's what we doing when we sin. And the Lord punishing us, man. The Lord punishing us, and He'll punishing them then.
Know what I mean? And guess what? When Christ come back, we going back into the wilderness. We ain't just when we get on the chariots, you ain't just going to the promised land. We going right back to the wilderness. That's in the Bible. And we go to the wilderness. That's when Christ gonna train us up before we go back into the Holy Land. Till we go back to Jerusalem. So it's gonna happen again. Know what I
Like
mean?
if I could too.
Go ahead, Ward.
Like if you read in Joshua when they start taking back the promised land, that's like the future was gonna happen the same way here. Just reading the book of Joshua, it tells you how they came about. You start getting armies together. They'll send 10,000 men this way, 2,000 men this way to go take back. How we took back the land of Ai, whatever you call it. We went and took back all these different lands. The same way it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Then the same and how the God even told that man, you're not supposed to destroy everything that we have. When we take these people's land, and he still kept it, and he ended up getting his whole family killed. Just like that's like showing that how we want to be like them so much. You're supposed to destroy all of that filth, all of those garments, and take back on your own culture. And that's just showing you how you know that this is Israel and it's not the white man or the fake Jew. Because the fake Jew, he takes on the fake Jewish culture. He takes even, a lot of them, they don't even tell you, but a lot of them don't even believe in God. But guess what they do? They follow that culture. They gonna follow what their so-called culture is. That's how you know it can never be them. It can never be a white Jew. It can never be that. That was it.
And Salaki, give me Jeremiah 16 and I think 16 and 19. Good job.
Okay.
Jeremiah 16 and 19. This right here, while I'm pulling this scripture, is prophecy. This is something gonna happen. Know what I mean? This is something your Christian pastor look over, don't want to read, but it's gonna happen. Know what I mean?
So like,
Read.
if I could real quick, you skip right over there and go back to the John 3:16. You don't want to read the rest of it.
I think no, 16 is 16.
What you looking for, son?
Yeah, 16. Go ahead.
Come on the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers.
Right now we fishing. When we go to camp, we having a class right now. Know what I mean? We on Facebook, we doing all kind of stuff. We fish, we trying to wake our people up. When we waking our people up, that's fishing. Know what I mean? And we doing a good job fishing, man, because we get cussed out while we fishing. Know what I mean? About to get cussed out in 2 more hours. Know what I mean? Read.
Said the Lord, and they shall fish them, and after I will send for many hunters.
He was sent hunters. Do you know what hunters do? Hunters kill. I mean, hunters hunt the prey. And right now we the prey. But when Christ comes back, they gonna be the prey. You know what I mean? Read.
And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
You know Esau, he got underground bunkers and underground cities. He got all kind of stuff that he created because he knows that the Most High is real. The Esau is in top seats. And he know his day coming, man. And he got a place where he gonna hide. But we gonna hunt him down. We gonna hunt him down. They gonna try to run back to the caves, know what I mean, where they came from. And up under the ground, know what I mean? And we gonna get them up out of that ground, and we gonna slay them. We gonna slay them. Hey, what that verse say? Happy is he that take his little ones and dash them across the stone, man. That's gonna be a happy day for me. That's gonna be a happy day for me to grab a little pink devil head. Ooh, Most High Christ. Hey, because they fed our babies alligators.
Right.
Remember? Hey, it's coming back. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You gonna reap what you sow on this earth, man. But drop that. Go back to Numbers chapter. What was that again?
I think it was
14.
25.
Continue on that.
Yep. The book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 25.
And this is why the Most High didn't want the other Negroes in the land right here, because they ain't had that spirit that Caleb had and what Joshua had. Joshua and Caleb want to grab some Canaanite heads and dash across the stone or whoever. I mean, they're ready to kill. The other niggas, they didn't want to kill. They're ready to bow down. Give up. Give up the spirit, man. Go ahead.
Then they used to hang on women upside down too and cut the babies out.
They did all kinds of
That
stuff,
was
man.
good.
And that's why it's so important that we don't have no cowards among us. That's why I.S.U.P.K say ain't no cowards in our camp, man. If you want to be a coward, go wear purple.
Yeah, right.
Man, go bang a tambourine. Just don't come here. All right. We need that soldier mentality. You gonna do what you need was needed to be necessary to be done. You know what I mean? And that means if you have to cut off your family members because they don't like you because you in the cult now and you look weird, you gotta do that, man. Hey, man, every time I call my mom, I'm just ready for her to call me weird. You know what I mean? But you know, they don't want to see you change. They don't want to see you become great. They want you to be that nigga that always get high. You know what I mean? They always want you to be that nigga that they get kicked while he down, man. But in I.S.U.K, man, we gonna let our brothers and sisters become great, man. We want to see you become great. That's how you know we your true family, man. A real family member. He made sure his family member okay, not, you know what I mean, depressed and all down. Your family members in the world, sometimes it's like they like when you down.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't like when you say that we the Israelites and we the greatest people on earth. They looking at you crazy. No, nigga, you not that person. You were just smoking a cigarette. Like, they're not gonna let your past go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
But in here, you a brand new person, man. That's what you need.
So like I said,
Go ahead.
but if you told them not to say it, God said don't judge. Don't judge me.
They don't even know what judging means.
Exactly.
I mean, what we doing is correction. That's all. If I judging means I'm giving you a life sentence. I'm give you a lecture chair or something. I'm not judging you. Go ahead.
See, they don't even know. They always say, like, only God can judge me. And it's like, but what do you think he's going to judge you based off? The laws that he made. And if you're not following them, then where do you think you're going to go?
If only God can judge them, why they trying to impress the pastor? Every Sunday they trying to impress that pastor, man.
Right, right.
Well, no.
Good.
Good.
Big hats and
Yeah, the big old pilgrim hat. Hey, you can't even see the choir. Like, move, sister.
Especially when Easter come around.
But go ahead and read Warren.
Now that the Amalekites and the Canaanites
Amalekites.
and Amalekites.
Amalekites is the fake Jewish man. This same man, or this same group of people right now, is the one that's influencing the world right now with Hollywood. They own the Diamond District. They own basically everything. They hands in every pot, and their hand also was in your slavery. They funded the translated slave trade. They funded them damn boats so they could eventually take your identity, man.
Slug it too.
Go ahead, Warren.
IRS, all of their money, the banks.
Yeah.
They try to make you. They try to, like, even when like I remember that whole Nick Cannon situation came out.
Yeah.
They was trying to guilt him and just trying to say that's the same rhetoric that the Nazis did.
Yeah.
But you know what the truth of the matter is? Like, the issue of it is the Nazi thing in a way he was right to not like the fake Jews because they was destroying Germany. They come in and destroy the place. And that's what they were doing, destroying the economy of Germany, keeping all the money for them.
Shoot, I like it both. White people killing each other.
Oh yeah, it was a
White on
beautiful
white,
thing.
white
yeah.
crime.
Yeah,
They
you
talking about black on black crime.
That's what I'm
That was
saying.
white on white crime.
You supposed to sit back.
Huh?
the biggest white on white crime.
Yeah,
right, Ward.
shit, what happened? You supposed to sit back, eat popcorn, watch the whole thing unfold.
Man, but hey, Adolf Hitler, man, Adolf Hitler got off on them real good. Adolf Hitler was throwing them in the oven.
Yeah.
You want to be black? You want to be a Jew? Put them in the oven. There you go.
The same color as this.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to keep it YouTube friendly.
hey, man,
Yeah.
YouTube friendly.
Yeah, I'm
Hey, man,
trying to-
I can't
I
help
want to
myself.
get them strikes up. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I am.
Careful with my words a little
I
bit.
ain't gonna lie, I'm up here too offended.
I don't care
Hey.
about offending. I don't want to get the strikes out.
Let it get it. You ain't do a good job if you ain't get no strike. Marie?
So we had to make a new account.
Hey, good job. go ahead.
And the Canaanites.
And again, and let me tell you something, man. That goddamn Christian pastor, he don't stop when he bashing the black man. When he calling you no good, get the demon out your house, black woman. If you don't want to marry you, get that demon out your house. You're already married. But he causing trouble in your house, having your woman kick you out, or having you paranoid every Sunday, not knowing you might be homeless or not, because she got another spirit on her, man, that he put on her. And he made sure he do a good job making sure you look like nothing, man. And I'm going to do a good job making sure the white man look like nothing, because he is nothing. Him and that pastor is nothing, man. And I'm going to bash him, because they always been bashing us since forever. You know what I mean? It's okay to bash a black man, but guess what? The I.S.U.P.K is the only thing the black man got. You know what I mean? Everybody else against him. So we got to speak strong, man. We got to speak strong against this place, because the whole world's against us. And thank the Most High for these wonderful sisters that come here that stand with us, man. Because most of our sisters, they want to be in that world. They got all that liberty and all that freedom. You know what I mean? And they refuse to come in here. They think being a woman is a slave. You know what I mean? And that's not true. Being an honorable woman, loving your husband, making sure your husband's straight is not you being a slave, man. That's you being feminine. You know what I mean? But they think that's being a slave. Why? Because America. Because America teaches our sisters that, man. But read on.
That's lucky.
I think he was at 26.
I was in the middle of 25.
Go ahead.
And the Canaanites dwelt in the valley tomorrow, turn you, and get you into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. Verse 26, and the Lord spake unto Moses.
And look, you see these two names, right? Amalekites and Canaanites. The African and the white man been getting down against us. They ain't just started, they been getting down against us, man. They been wanting to see us, you know what I mean, in a low state.
I don't come.
Read.
Verse
27.
Verse 27. How long shall I bear with this evil congregation? Much murmur against me.
Which do what? Murmur.
Murmured against me. I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel.
They still murmuring right now. They murmuring right now in that Christian church. Talking about, I can't keep that law. Christ kept the law for me because I can't keep it. You know what I mean? So he had to keep it for me. I can't be doing all that Passover and doing all this stuff, but they could do Christmas. They could do Easter. That's not in the Bible. You know what I mean? But they murmur when it's time to celebrate the Lord holy days. They don't want to know nothing about that. When you really get to learn the Christian spirit, you get to learn that these people hate God. They hate God. They hate authority. They hate discipline, man. And they murmur when it's time for them to correct themselves, to get right. They don't want to do that. They want to stay in their sins, man. That's why homosexuals love the Christian church, because they support them staying in that evil, man. Read. Go ahead, Warren.
If I could. Do you know why the Most High wants us to do our feast days the way we do them? Because He wants it to be a burden on you. He wants you to learn responsibility. Because like when you go, they have a little Easter joint, right? It's all fun. They have an Easter play. You know, we all went there. You know what I'm saying? We all been to Christian church. But when you got to set up to do Passover, you got to go get a lamb. You got to cut the lamb, prepare it. You got to prepare all of this stuff. Ask the brothers in Houston that just hosted us. They was working their behinds off. That is a burden. The Most High wants us to be in a burden to serve our people. The pastor, he's not in a burden to serve anybody because he's serving himself. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what the Most High, He wants priests to be in a burden to serve. That's like, I think the general was breaking out. He said, if you're going to be over people, you're going to have a higher responsibility. But in the Christian church, if you a pastor, you got the lowest responsibility. I see the pastor, he was making everybody in the whole damn church was ministers, was preachers. So he ain't got to do no work. Now, hey, you go preach this time. This your Sunday. I'm going to sit in the back and collect tithes.
And that Christian pastor, he the perfect sinner. The perfect sinner. Well, I can't stand Creflo Dollar and TD Snakes. I can't stand them, man. Hey, Warren, you give me some more of that drink back there? So, that white drink. Go ahead and read, Warren.
Okay, verse 28. Say unto them, as truly as I live, said the Lord, as ye have spoken in my ears, so I will do to you. Verse 29, your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness, and all that were numbered of you, according to your whole number, from 20 years old and upward, which have murmured against me.
Man, that don't sound like a God all love.
Right.
That's like a God that don't play. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't do what you want to do, man. The Most High, man. You gotta do what He say. You know what I mean? All these Christians talking about they got a personal relationship with God, man. Ain't no such thing, man. God not gonna let you slide. You gonna pay for going against Him, man. And that's why all of us, as a whole nation, is underneath curses. You know what I mean? Read.
Verse 30. Doubtless ye shall not come into the land concerning which I swear to make your dwell wherein, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. That's it. 7. So you gonna keep reading.
All right. Where we at?
Numbers 14 and 31. Yep.
All right. I read the next 7 because Urshan said he can't see with his glasses, so I got it. 31, right?
Come.
Okay. Numbers chapter 14, verse 31 in the Hebrew. Why to become Ashar, Marthum, Labaz, Yahaya, Wahab Ya'athia, Atham, Wayadaiah, Af, Ha'arataza Ashar, Ma'astam, Ba. Verse 32. Wa Pagri, Slaki, Wa Pagari Yakam, Atham, Ya Palawa, Ba Mara, Slaki, Ba Madabar, Hazah, Wa Ban Yakam, Ya Hayawa, Ra'ayam, Bamadbar, Arabayim, Shana, Wanash Awa, Af, Zanwaf Yakam, Ay, Thum, Pagar Yakam, Ba Madabar. Verse 34. Ba Masapar, Hayam Yam, Aishar, Tharatam, Af, Ha Arataza, Arabayim, Yuwam, La Shana, Yuwam, La Shana, Tha Sha'awa, Af, I one like it, I one nath Yakam, Arabayim, Shana, Wa Yada'aya, it's like it, Wa Yad Atham, Af, Tha Noah Af Ya. Verse 35. Anya, Yahweh, the Barathia, La'ah, Za'af, Asha, Lakal, Ha-Ada, Ha-Ra'ai, Ha-Za'af, Ha-Naya'ai Thiyum, Aolia, Bamadbar, Hazah, Yathama'awa, Washam, Yamathwa. Verse 36. Wa ha'an shayam. Aishar, Shalak, Mashah, Lathawar, Af, Ha'arataza. Wa Shabwa. Wa Yaw La Ya. It's like it. Wa Yaw Na Wa. Al Yawa, Af Kao, Ha'ada, La Hawataza Ya'a. Ba, Ayo, Ha'aratasa. Verse 37. Wa ya mafwa ha'anshiyam. Wa maslaki ma wa tasa aya. Dabaf ha'arataza. Ra'ai ba magpa la panya Yahweh. Last verse, verse 38. Wa Yahweh Yashad. It's like it means why Yahweh shot. Ban Noah. It's like no one. Wakala. Ban Yapana. Ha Yawa. Man. Ha Anashium. Ha. It's like a ha hum. Ha halakium. La Thawar Af Ha Arataz. All right, we're going to start with verse 31 in the English.
All right.
All right.
All right. Numbers 14:31. But your little ones, which ye said should be a prey, them will I bring in, and they shall know the land which ye have despised.
Read it again, Warren.
But your little ones, which ye said should be a prey.
Stop.
Was that?
No, I'm talking about my phone went blank on me.
Why you
Let me
gotta
get the
the
Bible.
iPhone? That's why you gotta get the iPhone.
Oh, there you go, the iPhone. iPhone, how you know I ain't got an iPhone?
Because it's messing up. That's how. Then will I bring in,
Go ahead.
and they shall know the land which ye have despised.
They say, but your little ones which ye have which you said should be a prey, them will I bring in. And why? And what's the spirit behind that, man? Why the Lord said, I'm gonna bring your children in, man, instead of you. What's the difference between a child and an adult? What can you do with a little child that you can't do with an adult most of the time? Go ahead.
You could teach them something. They want to be taught. That's why even Christ said, these children, these are the I'm trying to paraphrase them, but these are the kingdom right here
Right.
with these children.
Kids know they know. Little children know they don't know nothing. Adults, they don't know they don't know nothing. Them Christians, they want to admit to not knowing nothing. But a child, they'll ask you, please teach me. And that's what the Most High wants, man. He wants you to have that type of mind. He wants you to learn. But how can you learn and you think you already know something? Know what I mean? Read.
Come on. You want me to read the next verse or keep moving on
The
with
next
that?
verse.
Come on. But as for you, your carcasses, they shall fall in this wilderness.
Right now, today, our dead bodies is in America. We are spiritually dead. That's what I mean by dead body. We are spiritually dead in America. Know what I mean? And it's going to take the I.S.U.P.K. to wake our people up, because they spiritually dead in America, man. These nations is walking all over us because we don't know who the hell we are. I mean, read.
Come. And your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years, and bear your whoredoms, until your carcasses be wasted in the wilderness.
Read on.
Come.
And right now we suffering for what our ancestors did. Right now, still to this day, we in America in hell suffering for these Negroes disrespecting the Most High in His face. Read.
Come. After the number of the days in which ye search the land, even 40 days each day. Okay. After the number of days in which ye search the land, even 40 days, each day for a year, shall ye bear your iniquities, even 40 years, and ye shall know the breach of promise.
Yeah. You know?
If I could, I speak on
Go ahead,
that.
Ward.
I can speak on that for a second.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Water. Right there it says, after the number of the days in which he searched the land, it went in there 40 days, right? So now he's punishing them for 40 years for that now, right? And he said, you should know my breach of promise, because he's giving you the promised land. And he tell you that he's showing you from, like, this is the gate. They already got the commandments, you know what I'm saying? They already know this stuff. They got all this information. They still going around not wanting to follow the commandments. And he said, I'm going to show you what it's like to get a breach of promise, right? And we could even keep it for 40 days, you know what I'm saying? And he said, you shall know. And 35, I, the Lord, have said, I will surely do it until all this evil congregation that are gathered together against me in this wilderness, they shall be consumed, and there they shall die. Because we all gathered against them. We think we don't have to follow the law. We all gathered against them. Like, if we say something that you got to follow the law, all the Christians gonna come up here and argue. They gonna protest harder against following the law, which is what the God said. God, the Most High said, this is your wisdom in the sight of the nations, right? They will go and fight harder to not follow the law than fight against the so-called oppressor beating our backs in. They'd rather fight against us, telling them you better and you greater. You just got to follow the commandments and you can be ruling. They'll fight with you and say, we got to love everybody. Why we want to do all of that? We should be behind them. They'd rather follow behind them, right? Anything you want to say on that, son? You want to keep reading?
Keep reading.
Come on, son. And he's saying that right there, they shall be consumed and they shall surely die, because he's trying to purge the people out. He's trying to purge and get who his people are. That's why it says the 12,000 of each nation gonna come out, and that was gonna be the leader of Israel, right? Then it says 36, and the men which Moses sent to search the land, who returned and made all the congregation to murmur against him by bringing up slander against the land. Even those men that did bring up the evil report upon the land died by the plague before the Lord. So you know anything about the story a little bit?
That evil report was, I taught this, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When Moses sent spies to the land of the Canaanites, and they seen some tall Canaanites, basically some tall Africans. They got long necks. I talked about this last week. They called the sons of Anak. You have some silly Negroes like GOCC will tell you that those children of angels are the Nephilim. I mean, but nowhere in the King James Bible you'll see a Nephilim. I mean, it says giant. And those giants right now still exist. You got long neck Africans over there in Africa with long necks and they tall. So jumping up like this, I mean, doing some kind of dance. You know that dance? I mean, with the play in their lip and the rings right in there. Yeah, they be jumping up like a damn kangaroo. You know what I mean? Whatever little dance they doing. You know, the Africans, they try to imitate animals. So, you know, and make little animal noises and stuff. They still, yeah, you know. They're still doing that today though, man. But we back in the day, we seen these weird looking people, and we already knew about these people, but we never thought we had to end up fighting these people. And when it's time to fight all these people, because all these people are tall, and just like one tall person, the whole tribe tall with long necks. You know what I mean? So you're like, damn, man, I ain't fighting no. But see, the Lord wants us to have a spirit like King David. King David will fight anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? What's up? And the bigger they are, the harder they fall. But the rest of our people had that Christian spirit in them, man. Can't beat them, join them. I mean, they ready to join the Canaanites. Oh, we can't. Yeah, we'll go over there and be their slaves. That was going to happen. They'll end up being their slaves, man, because they didn't want to fight. Right. And right now, black people need to have that spirit to want to fight, because our power, the Most High is a man of war. Know what I mean? You should want to fight, lose or win. You should always fight. You should die fighting. Christ died fighting.
Right.
And you ain't following Christ if you're not willing to die for this truth. Right. You're not willing to die fighting, man. I already died fighting and died not throwing no hands and getting beat up. At least he know I was there.
Right.
Know what I mean? Yeah, man. These Christians don't. These Christians just don't want to give up and start singing, man. Instead of fighting, want to sing. And here we don't sing. We don't sing until we win.
Right.
That's what we sing. Know what I mean? And that's why I love the I.S.U.P.K, man, because I like man. I have a spirit of a warrior, man.
Yeah, right.
Know what I mean? I don't like bowing down. I don't like bowing down. I was taught to bow down all my life. That made me didn't want to read the Bible when I was in the Christian church. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna buy no damn white Jesus. I ready to sell this dope, man. Know what I mean? But now I find out Jesus Christ is in my veins. Hey, man, I got a responsibility, man. And if our people knew that, or if our people accept that, because they heard of it, they just don't want to accept it. You know what I mean? But if they accept that, man, it'd be a change in America overnight.
Yeah, right.
All right? But read.
I stopped there, 37. That was it right there. I think I started reading again at 38.
We're going to read a couple more verses and end it. We'll end it at 1:30 because we started late. All right? Go ahead.
You read 38. Pops, read 38.
Oh, 38. The book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 38 in Hebrew. Why I.
No. English.
English. The book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 38 in English. But Joshua, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, which were of the men that went to search the land, live still.
Do anybody in the class know what tribe Joshua is from? I know you know. Y'all know what tribe Joshua from?
It's like a tribe of Levi.
No. Go ahead, Apostle.
Joshua. No, he said Levi. No, he's from. I think it's Ephraim.
Give me a hand.
Ephraim.
Give me a hand. Yeah. Pari. What tribe you from?
I forgot where Caleb from. He from Levi, though.
Who?
Caleb, I forgot where he was from.
We gotta get that next week.
I forgot that one.
But he might be from Levi. But I know for a fact.
Levi. I think it was Southern Kingdom.
I know Joshua is Ephraim. All right, but read.
Verse 39. And Moses told these sayings unto all the children of Israel, and the people mourned greatly. Verse 40. And they rose up early in the morning, and got them up into the top of the mountain, saying, Lo, we be here, and will go up unto the place which the Lord had promised, for we have sinned. Verse 41. And Moses said, Wherefore now do ye transgress the commandment of the Lord?
And y'all know what? Moses, he didn't even see the land. I mean, he seen it, but he didn't go into it.
Right.
And Moses was a Most High friend, man. All because of these Negroes, man. Moses can't go into the land. You know, hey, that's the burden. That's the burden. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with your people, you might not see, you might not get to see the promised land. But hey, guess what? It's a blessing just to be in the truth. It's a blessing to have the Holy Spirit and not to be a Christian.
Right.
It's a blessing to be free in your mind, man, and not to be like them. It's so good not to be a slave in your mind, man. I feel sorry for my people out there in the world, man, because they are proud to be slaves. They proud to be programmed slaves.
Right.
I mean, and you just look at them, man, be like, are you serious? Know what I mean? When they talking about Christmas, they always talking about something they got to do with the white man. But when you talking about something against the white man, you something wrong with you. You the enemy. Whole time you free. You just free in your mind, and you just trying to free them. But they think you the problem, man. And that will cause division between you and your family, and you don't talk to them for a couple of years or months, whatever, because they want to be slaves and you don't. Know what I mean? So welcome to your new family, the I.S.U.P.K.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
Know what I mean? All right. So that's the last verse?
I don't think that's the last one of the chapter.
Okay, we might well just start this next chapter next month. You know, not next month, next week, I mean. Next week, I mean. So we're going to start from Numbers chapter 15, verse 1 next week. All right? And with that, you're wrong.
We didn't finish the chapter.
We did? I thought.
No, we was on.
What, my phone must be still stuck then. Okay. What were the last scriptures? 41?
Yes, 41.
We got to go to 45.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I'll read it.
Go ahead.
And verse 41. And Moses said, wherefore now do ye transgress the commandment of the Lord, but it shall not prosper. Verse 42. Go not up, for the Lord is not among you, that ye be not smitten before your enemies. Verse 43. For the Amalekites and the Canaanites are there before you, and ye shall fall by the sword, because ye are turned away from the Most High. Therefore the Most High will not be with you.
The Africans and the white man. You know what I mean? That was against us, man. That way back then, and still now to the day. You know what I mean? Them Africans, man, they got a different kind of hatred for black people, man. But they just hide it. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm ashamed to say it. I work for Africans right now. And every time I talk to them, they'll say they black, but when we like talk about like black people issues, they'll always say, well, you people. I'm like, oh, so it's you people. Know what I mean? So they basically let you know that you're not their people. Right. That's what they say, you people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Talking about you people. I'm like, damn, I thought we was all black. Know what I mean? But they're a different kind of black.
It's like, if I could.
Go ahead.
Like, if you go into this so-called conscious community, they always try to come at us, say, why you separate yourself from Africans? I'm like, they separate themselves from you.
Yeah,
they don't do nothing with you. They only thing is they'll come in and try to say, yeah, black power, come in with their left. Who does that? Come in black power with their left hand, trying to say that, yeah, come to get your money, like Juneteenth.
Right.
When you went to Juneteenth, how was it more black people selling stuff, or was it more Africans people selling stuff? So let me get this right. So the Africans sold you into slavery, and now they selling you they selling you they mess that they got to that they sold you from. Why didn't they just let you stay there if they loved you so much, right? They sold you because it's profitable, but it's still profitable again to come and sell to you, your so-called culture back. That's why the Most High is like Christ is talking about us being merchandise to these other nations. That's all they look at is this black power when it's merchandise. But anything else, when it comes to them reciprocating some of that, they always fall short.
Yeah, being black is a condition, man. No, I mean it's not a. No, I mean it's deeper when it comes to us. It's a condition. It's us. No, I mean being in the ghetto, us suffering. No, I mean them Africans it's not in the ghetto. If they is in the ghetto, it's because they got a business next door. You know what I mean? But read on.
Verse 44.
Oh, verse 44.
Got it?
Oh. Verse 44. But they presumed to go up onto the hilltop. Nevertheless, the ark of the covenant of the Lord and Moses departed out not out of the camp. Mm-hmm. Verse 45. Then the Amalekites came down, and the Canaanites which dwelled in their hill, and smote them, and discomfited them, even into Hormah.
Okay, so next week we're going to start from Numbers chapter 15, verse 1. Write that on the board if you got space or whatever. Remember that. And what else? I guess he left.
Yes.
Okay, with that, we're going to do the prayers, all right? Paul Hakadam, which means, Imagine, which means stand. Okay, blow the horn.
Y'all are shallow.
I think I can eat too much. Gotta go to camp, man. All right. Now it's Lapar Hagadon from me face the east. We're gonna do this Lord's Prayer. We're running a little time. All right.
Okay.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat
Shemayim.
Kodash.
I.S.U.P.K.
Shbbat.
Yahweh.
Malakbaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
I.S.U.P.K.
Baratazah.
Kawah.
Ayah.
Shemayim. Adonanawa. Lakam. Kab. Yawam. Basalakanawa. Kabawafinawa. Kasalakanawa. Kabawafinawa. Bala'ad. Tabayanawa. Balasayawam. Abor, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Rad, Kayah, Lakab, Amalakwa, Wahala, Ratapara, Lawalumya,
Aman. Damn right. All right. This is Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right, Saw, when we turn, sisters, you can be seated. Well, everybody can be seated, you know what I mean? What the announcements? Oh, y'all all right, do announcements?
I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. star at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21 and Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, which means Ma'ishara, which means 10th in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Anybody know the next one, I think?
Blowing the trumpet.
Yeah, blowing the trumpets. Know the date for it?
September 6th.
September 6th, blowing the trumpets. Come here at sundown, and we will go. We'll go over the feast like it's supposed to be done. With that, that's it. All right, men of Israel. One courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, imagine Shbbat, imagine Barak,
Yahbashem Yahshabakatam.
Yazamatah. These means hands down. Sisters. All right, turn to the sisters. Sisters come at a 45-degree angle. With his right hand over left. And then when I say Barak, you put your hand over your chest. All right? Men of Israel, one courtesy salute to the sisters. Imagine Shbbat. Imagine Barak.
Yahshua Atan Bashem Yahushua.
All right, Yazamatah, dismiss. All right, you close it out. Y'all close it out? All right, close it out.